Bathing in the light that you share, you're like the sun. Who am I to think how it'd be if you were mine? I've been walking with my shades on for so long, I can't seem to get them back on.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Naomi. On today's video, I'm doing a review on the semi-new Elf Camo CC Cream. And I got the color Deep 540N Neutral. I got it at Target, and I would have liked the 500 Warm, but this is the only one they had. I could do neutral. It could work with my undertone. The only thing that I cannot do is cool because it has red undertone, and definitely don't have any red undertone in me. So yeah, I haven't opened it yet. It came out about a month ago because I did look to see how long ago it came out, and it was about a month ago. So it's new, but not that new. Anyway, it says it's a color correcting, full coverage, natural finish. Okay, so the very first thing is that I've never used CC cream or BB cream just because they never made any in my skin tone. I always figured that CC cream or BB cream was meant to be light, like a light coverage. So I didn't think that this would be full coverage. So that would be fun to figure out how this works. It has SPF of 30, and it also has collagen, peptides, and niacinamide, which is funny because these are the ingredients that I use for my skincare, so that's good. On the Elf website, they have a lot of different colors. They have 20 colors, but they have 7 deep shades. It goes from deep to rich. So the very first deep is the Deep 500 Warm, which is what I wanted, but they didn't have it in store. They have Deep 510 Cool, which is cool undertone, and then the next one is the one that I have here, which is Deep 540N with neutral undertones, and then the next one is Deep 560 Cool, and then it goes to rich. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this works. Actually, I'm gonna go do my brows and then I'll come back and try. Okay, eyebrows done. Now, a few things I didn't mention about this. You can get it at Target, Walmart, and Ulta. You can also get it on the Elf website. Like I said, I got the color Deep 540 Neutral. In reference to other foundation, for the L'Oreal True Match, I use the Neutral Cappuccino N8. In Maybelline Fit Me, I use 355 Coconut. And in Lancome Tinted Dot, I use the 520 Suede Warm. Now, what's really cool is that on the Elf website, there's a part, if you go on the Elf Camo CC Cream, it says find my shade. So I guess as soon as you click on it, you put which shade you are for other foundation, and it'll give you which one will be the closest match to your other foundations. I used to buy Elf all the time. This is how I started my my makeup collection. That's because that's when they used to have everything between $1 and $3. There was no $6, there was no $8, there was no $14. Everything was $1 or $3. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love Elf. Ow! Okay, that's dangerous. This is what it looks like. It has a pump, which I like. Looking at the color, it doesn't look like it's really my shade, but you know, I can judge the packaging. I'm gonna prime my face. I either use the Kiko Milani, the matte one, but I think I'm gonna go in with my Milk of Magnesia. So now let it sit on my face for a few minutes, and by minutes I mean like 30 seconds to a minute. It dries fast. I go in with the Elf Poreless Putty Primer. Everybody was talking about it at some point because it was supposed to be very similar to the Tasha. It was supposed to be similar to something. If I can't remember it, so I'll put it down here. I put it on my T-zone as well, especially where my pores are. Okay, so on the website it says that the hyaluronic acid helps provide hydration by locking in the moisture, resulting in a plump up, bouncy complexion. The niacinamide helps brighten and even out the skin tone, and peptide for more refreshed complexion, infused with skin-loving collagen. That sounds all good. It's a medium to full coverage foundation. It says to use 1 to 2 pumps. So let's try that. I think I'm gonna do 1 pump for now because I really don't use all that much foundation anyway. And I'm gonna use it with my Elf. Like I said, I use Elf a lot, so I'm gonna use my Elf. I'm pretty sure that's the powder foundation. That's the powder foundation brush. And I always spray my brush with some facial mist. And I go right in. So let's see. Okay, really scared. Well, that's not bad. Now this is what 1 pump does to my face. I still have like just a little bit left, so I think I'm gonna use another pump. This thing is full coverage. It covered all of my dark spot with 1 pump. Oh, that looks nice. Don't forget your neck. That looks really nice. Now on the website it also said that it's paired well with the 16-hour Camo concealer. I don't have that. I thought about buying it, but I knew that that concealer was full coverage, and since I hadn't read this, I decided not to get it. So I'm gonna use the concealer that I have, and it's the Juvia's Place in the number 11. I'm not gonna put a lot. I mean, I really don't ever put a lot of concealer. I put it on my forehead and on my chin. And then I just blend it out. And I'm also gonna put a little bit on my eyelids because I am gonna be wearing eyeshadows. I decided to buy the bite-side eyeshadow. I got the Carnival candy. This is what it looks like. I've been dying to buy it, but I was just like, nah, I already have all of these colors, like I don't need any more. But when I decided to do the review for the Camo, the CC Cream Camo, I was just like, you know what, all right, go ahead, buy it. So this is what it looks like with the concealer. It blended beautifully. Yes, Elf. I'm gonna bronze a little, and I'm gonna use the black opal I'm going to use the black opal in Mocha. And I'm gonna go ahead and bronze. This is how I usually do my my makeup, so I really want to try and see how the CC cream works with all of the products that I use on the daily basis. So let's see. I'm not gonna set it with my powder foundation though. I am gonna set it with my Milani translucent powder in the medium to deep. Otherwise it will be a disaster. Now I go back in with my Elf powder brush and I just blend everything in. This thing has, I didn't see that, but this thing has a radiance to it. Does this mention anything about a radiance? Oh, natural finish. That might be it. It has such a nice radiance to it. Ooh. That's nice. Oh yeah, we like this. Okay, now I'm gonna set my under eye, the powder, the Juvia's Place powder in Gobi. I just use what's on the cap and go in straight under my eye. I don't bake, I never bake. I don't need my under eye to be looking all kind of crusty. Just barely set it. And to set my bronzer, I'm gonna use the Elf bronzer in Caicos. This was my first bronzer that ever worked on me, and the first time I used it and it worked, I remember being so happy. I was just like, yes, finally a bronzer that can show up on my skin. And they stopped making it. I've used it, I've bought at least 3 of those, and it's still one of my favorite bronzer. It's just like, don't sleep on Elf, especially when it used to be like extra cheap, more cheap than it is now. People were just like, nah, it's way too cheap. And it's just like, yeah, but cheap doesn't mean bad, it just means it's cheap. That's it. It doesn't say cheap equals bad. It's just cheap. And yep, that's it. As I said before, I'm gonna set the rest of my face with the Milani translucent powder to medium to deep. So this is what it looks like as of now. I love it. I'm pretty much done with my face right now, so I'm just gonna set it with the Elf Matte Magic Mist and Set. This is one of my favorite. Also love the dewy one. The dewy one is great in the winter, but this works just as good. As I mentioned, I got the Elf Bite Side Trio, so let's try this. I'm gonna do a really easy eyeshadow look. Oh, these colors are so nice. Let me swatch them for you guys. And I think I'm gonna use the blue on my lower lash line. That would be nice. Ooh. I'm gonna do a really easy eye look. So I'm gonna fast forward this and come back when I'm done. Okay, so this is what it looks like as of now. I don't wear any false lashes, so I'm gonna go in with my Lancome Booster and my Lancome Hypnose Drama, and I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with my face. I haven't highlighted yet, but the eyeshadow combo, it's everything that I thought it would be. Honestly, it's so beginner friendly. I didn't mention the price, did I? This was $3. So if you're too intimidated by a big palette like this one, which is my go-to, I made it myself. They all look like the same brown, but they're not. This is what it looks like. This is my go-to palette, literally. Anytime I need a color, I just go straight to it. If you're intimidated by like palettes like this, Elf has different colors of this one. They have at least 6 different colors. So you will find your joy in it. And as I said, it was $3. I also bought this one from Wet n Wild and it was the same price. It was $3. I can't wait to use it. Anyway, back to the review. I love how my face turned out. I'm gonna highlight my face. I'm gonna use the Elf Sunkist Glow Bronzer. It's not a bronzer, it's a highlight. But they don't make it anymore. As I said, I've been using Elf for years now. So yeah. The last thing I'm gonna do is my lips. And then I go in with brown lip liner, whichever one. I got this one from the drugs, from my local beauty supply. And then I'm going in with the Wet n Wild in Bare It All. I used to be so afraid of nudes until I learned about brown lip liner. And this one is definitely one of my favorite nudes. Look how pretty. And it's not even blended. And voila. Okay, I think I'm done. What I will do is come back. I think I'll come back 2 times to check in. I'm not gonna touch my face, or I'll try my best not to touch up my face throughout the day. It's 10 a.m. right now. So I'm gonna come back around 2 to check in, and then my last check-in will be around 7 or 8. So that'll be a good 10 hours of wear. So hopefully this holds up good. I'm gonna zoom you guys in again so you can see. Okay, so we'll see you guys in a little bit. Hi, okay, so I'm back. It is 2:25 and I almost let the time run by me. So this is what the CC cream is looking like. My natural oils is already piercing through, which I don't mind right now. It's looking fine. But it's definitely not gonna make it past 7. So I think I'm gonna check in at 5. Yeah, and that'll be like 8 hours. Perfect. I'll zoom you guys in. But honestly, it's looking really nice. I use my powder foundation brush to just tap some of the excess oil that I had, because I hadn't mentioned, but I do have combination skin. Who disturbs my skin? As I was saying, I do have combination skin. I have oily and dry skin, but my T-zone is mainly oily. So that's where all of this oil is coming from. But it also looks like a nice glow. So I can't even be mad at it. So anyway, I'll see you guys in 3 hours. What I also hadn't done is show what it looks like in natural light. I'm actually in my kitchen. I'll try in my room. Let's go in my room. My room has some really nice natural light too. Okay, yes, okay. So this is what it's looking like in natural light. I just did the update on my camera, but this is on my phone in natural light. Okay, so I'm back for my final face reveal. And honestly, in the camera, it looks like I'm just glowing, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and it is 5:32. In the camera, it kind of looks like I'm glowing, but it's not glowing. It's more like my oils, definitely, they're just everywhere at this point. My T-zone is beyond help, but through it all, it held up nicely. Even the eyeshadows. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in. So yeah, as I was saying, you can definitely see my oils, but it's kind of a vibe. It's also a nice glow. I'm gonna use my powder foundation brush and so honestly, I really liked the Elf's Camo CC Cream. Even the color I really like as well. I would definitely recommend it. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review that I did. It was my very first one, so bear with me. I still have a lot to learn with the lights and my face being framed, and I have a lot to learn, so but anyway, this was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Until then, I will see you in my next video. Bye.